Shore Stadium in Pittsburgh. Tonight, a good one coming your way in the AFC. It's the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's May. That one taken in by Douglas. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Working out of the gun. It's May. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
On 4th down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. Calvin Austin deep for the Steelers. This is taken at the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
There's not many guys, Mike, in NFL history that while their career is still ongoing, they already are considered a no-brainer finding themselves in Canton one day. And this guy is certainly at the top of the list. Let's not forget, this is not some washed quarterback who can't let go of the past. He is still capable of playing at an all-pro level. And if he continues to do so, any team he's on is going to be a Super Bowl contender.
DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
And he slips through an opening. Lines up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a yard. The master of play action, Rodgers. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
On fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. The Patriots offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll search for the first point of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. He's able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not the second. He's taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, it's May. He's got his man, Keyshawn Butte. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. And we get a stoppage for an injury. Oh, that is T.J. Watt, who is in some discomfort. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, here's May. Jalen Ramsey coming off the corner blitz to bring him down.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd and long, here's May. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. That is hard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Well, 3rd and 19, no problem. They pick it up on 3rd and long.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover. And plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
1st down, Patriots.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Now a toss, running left, it's Stevenson. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
1st and goal.
About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
Now here's second and goal. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, New England.
But I think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Pats will take a 7-0 lead.
Steelers nothing.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready for their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Metcalf makes the grab again. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistake.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Harold Landry getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
3rd down and 9. From the gun, Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and a yard. A run with Gainwell. And he's going to pick up the first down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Pittsburgh Steeler.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Here's a screen set up for Warren. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Second down and 8. Play action now with Rodgers. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's got the first down. He'll slide to a stop and take it to 1st and goal. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard
Those
line.
plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
A loss of 2.
A loss was
Brings
definitely
up
not
second
something they
and
had
goal
accounted or
at
budgeted
the
for
8-yard
in this
line.
spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. And time runs out there. He just airmails it towards the bench. Incomplete. You can sense a little frustration there. It brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, and I think that's a really smart decision. You certainly don't want to take a sack in any goal-to-go situation, or even worse, throw a pick. So understanding he still has 2 more shots at the end zone, I really like that decision.
Taking off, and he's into the end zone. Aaron Rodgers. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Steelers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter.
Chris Boswell to kick
So
off
back to
for
level
Pittsburgh.
after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25.
So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. On the carry, it's Stevenson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. To throw now. May. He'll get this out to the left flat. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Patriot first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
On the handoff, it's Stevenson. He'll get about 2 with Deshaun Elliott on the tackle.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Off the play fake, it's May. Pass caught right side by Henry. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and short, and here is May. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On play action, Rodgers. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
And that ball intercepted. It's Christian Gonzalez. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
The Patriots offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. Here's May. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, You have to find a way to come down.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. And third down coming up. To throw is May. Has completed to Douglas. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
So on fourth down, on comes the rookie, Andres Borregales, for the Patriots field goal. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Patriots will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Steelers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end Smith. Into the secondary, past the 40. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
A 7-yard gain. And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
That's another Pittsburgh.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Patriots out on top. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. Good blocking to the 15. He's taken down just shy of the 10. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Steeler first down.
Steelers first
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They run on the jet sweep. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
On the ground, this is Warren. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak. That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
19-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Patriots offense about ready to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Throwing is May. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. From out of the gun, here's May. That is caught downfield by Douglas. That one's good for 29.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down. They'll run a draw now with Stevenson. He'll be brought down inside the 25. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle.
24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. Now, May. That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson. And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal coming up if they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Patriot first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
To the left side, he's got Henry. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. And that is incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. Now it's 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregalis to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Start the drive. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 3 yards.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact. And really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Well, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
On the return is Jones. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
At their own 29
The Patriots offense ready to get back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical. What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field, and this is a great example here why.
It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's May. He's got Douglas going deep. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short bomb punt. I do love 3rd and short. Okay, you fail. I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
The Steelers offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll run here with Gainwell. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Robert Spillane spills him there.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Austin brought in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone, and it's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there, and now it's 4th down.
He was defended by
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. May gonna look to throw. The ball comes out. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free that they lose track of where the defenders are, and I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
Able to slip one tackle, but not another. They'll be fortunate to get this one back to the line of scrimmage.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 10.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's caught by Smith on the right side. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks. And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So
the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Stevenson, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Taking off. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
Gain of 15. 1st down, New England.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
To throw on 1st down is May. Down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Throwing on 2nd down, May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that 1st down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
From the gun, on third down, it's May. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Here's Bryce Barringer now. He's on to punt it for the fourth time tonight. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Steelers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Aaron. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
17 yards.
They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Here's a handoff to Warren, running left. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Second down, Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 10 yards to go.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Here's a handoff to Warren. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of one.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Rodgers out quick to Metcalf. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Third and short yardage, it's Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
That's another Pittsburgh Steelers.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is Continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Rodgers going up top again. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Harold Landry gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that 2nd down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. 3rd and long for Rodgers. He'll try to run for it. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21. The Steelers will use one of their timeouts as they stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line. Now, Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. From the gun, Rodgers. That is caught by the tight end. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown, Steelers. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will go up by 7.
Patriots 13.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here comes Gibson. That'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. Maynard on 1st and 10. A throw on the move is caught. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout as it comes with 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
2nd and inches at the 36-yard line.
Second and inches. To throw now. May. He'll find Stevenson out of the backfield. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. New England going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is May. Quick throw, taken in. The Pats will stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the Steelers' 43-yard line.
Second and a yard. Here's May again. Wide open, middle of the field. He's got his receiver. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Gainwell to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Steelers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Steelers first down. He'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
1st down for Aaron. This one grabbed by Austin. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Rolling right. He keeps it himself. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Once again, it's Warren. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Christian Ellis there on the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak. He will have a Steelers first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Milton Williams getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
In this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Rodgers. He finds Austin with the grab. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And that ball intercepted. It's Christian Gonzalez. And the Patriots are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
The Patriots offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. May gonna hold on to this one. And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold him to a short game.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
2nd down and 8. Here's May. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Here's Austin to return. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. Start this on the ground with Warren. And pushes way forward. Gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Off the play fake, Rodgers. Forced out left. He's going to tuck it and go.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. The master of play action, Rodgers. Bit of a wild throw there behind his man, thus it's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, man he was looking for there. And that will lead to a second down. Now Warren. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
A tough spot here. Third and long. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. That's Christian Barmore working his way in for the sack.
It's fourth down.
You know, we can sit up here all day long and critique the quarterback, and you can see his eyes aren't downfield. He's a little jittery in the pocket. But with the amount he's been sacked and hit today, Mike, I can't say I really blame him.
Steelers getting ready to put this one away. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. They'll run it here with Antonio Gibson. He'll work forward for a couple. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle.
At the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's May. The look at his big target, Henry, over the middle. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Throwing on first and 10 is May. He'll get this off to Stevenson. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
It's a gain of 8.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing.
And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down. Here's May to throw it on first down. He's into space past the
25. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Operating for the shotgun, it's May. Short pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the hole, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
May to throw on 2nd down. That's holding at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. The extra point now for Borregales. The kick is good. And the Patriots will even the score here in the 3rd. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here's Gainwell to return. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. A-Rod down to throw on 1st down. Open man downfield is Smith. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. A gain of 48.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. But it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but that once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, It's clear.
And he's in. Kenneth Gainwell. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
That's a heck of a run right there. And I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers will go up by 7.
Score, Steelers 27, Patriots 20.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing now is May. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's May. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Derek Harmon gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down.
Nice job bouncing back there on 2nd down. 1st down, they gave up way too many yards and put them in 2nd and short. But now they can gain some of that back with that sack and brings up 3rd and medium, and the likelihood of getting off the field just went up.
Here's 3rd and 7. To throw now, May. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
On the return, it's Austin. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. First and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, Rodgers fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine There's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Third and short yardage, it's Rodgers. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. Here with Gibson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. May gonna look to throw. That one taken in by Douglas. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Patriots first down. They'll run a draw now with Stevenson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They tried to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it. Didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's May. They'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now, May. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They get 15 on that game. First down, New England.
15. First down, New England.
So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is May. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Stevenson. And he's going to pick it up, take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
He's brought down at the 31.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Oh, a loose football. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Steelers offense ready to take over possession of the football. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 6. Now Gibson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Throwing on third down is May. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
So a big spot looming here for Andres Borregales. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. Here's Gainwell to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Steelers offense headed back to take over once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Rodgers will set up the screen to Gainwell. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it.
That's interference. Defense.
Here's 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Rodgers. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. Harold Landry. He gets in to drop him. It's a loss of 8.
This guy's like a man amongst boys right now out here, Mike, and you just don't see these sort of dominant performances on the NFL level very often. I mean, whether they got to double team him or keep sliding the protection to him, I don't care what they got to do. Someone has to block this guy because he's completely destroying the entire game.
To throw is Rodgers. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
3rd and long for Rodgers. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And good coverage by Hutchie. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's May. That's caught downfield by Diggs. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
2nd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at, and that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are under.
Pass caught right side by Henry. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
On fourth down, trying to do it himself. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
Fourth down, you want to make sure you give your quarterback the option to keep the ball in his hands, and that's exactly what they decided to do, and the defense was ready. They played assignment football, everyone did their job, and they come up with a huge fourth down stop.
First down for Aaron. In trouble, and down he goes. Milton Williams in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
You can tell that all these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game, it's kind of hard to blame him, but he's definitely feeling it.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. He finds Austin with the grab. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
That's into the hands of his receiver, Skoranek. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
For a Pittsburgh Steelers.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Catch made, right side by Wilson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
At the 27-yard line.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
That's Washington, the man in motion. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
Christian Barmore on the stop. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Rodgers now. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game, and I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one online, and it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Gibson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense getting set to get back to work
at their own 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10. Digs on the reception. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight. And it gives the team a first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Oh, the ball's out. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment. Every possession is so critical in these close games. The one thing you can't have here is a turnover. Really nice job making sure that ball is uncatchable, and just line up and snap it again.
Big play coming up. This is third down. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for a Patriots first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Patriot first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From out of the gun, here's May. Moving to his right. And he's in! Drake May. Touchdown, New England. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive, which starts with first down. Try a jet sweep, and that didn't fool anyone. They'll chase him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
So right now, there's got to be a pretty honest conversation on the sideline between the offensive coordinator and the offensive line coach. They've got to come up with a way to get this guy blocked, and whether it's extra bodies at the line of scrimmage or different protection calls, whatever they got to do, they cannot continue to let one guy wreck the game.
A massive play here. Late, tie game, 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers. This one grabbed by Austin. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come. It's 4th down, it's looming.
It's 4th down.
Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. Important punt here in this tie game late. And you'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense and Stephon Diggs heading back out on the field. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. This is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple. And it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's May. He'll step up and run this. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. And they get this one across midfield to the 46. 7-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
New England.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's first down. Stevenson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. They'll drop the throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. Working out of the gun. It's May. And that is incomplete. Tayshaun Boutte was the one he was looking for. And that'll set up fourth down.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
So a big spot looming here for Andres Borregales. This to grab a late lead. Got the distance, and it's good. He knocks it through from long range. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter. So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready for this next possession. They'll come up for first and 10. Rodgers. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here comes second down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
8 yards to go.
Rodgers. That is is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
And what a stop by this defense. They know the opposing offense has to go for it right now. There's not enough time for them to get the ball back and get another crack at it. They're trying to get in field goal range, and what a fourth down stop to all but end this game.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a road win here for the Patriots. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.